Okay, so this is Ice Yarns. I'm using it for the cuff. It's called Star Glitz. And for the base, I use, for the sleeve and the base, I use Picasso Pink and Gray. So we're going to make a slip knot. This is how I do mine. We're going to use an H 5.0 hook and slide it on. You don't want it too tight. Here we go. It's a little loose. Okay. So for the cuffs, we want it roughly 18 centimeters or 25 chains. It all depends on the size that you want for your wrist. But we're going to yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through. And this is a chain. And we're going to do 25 of them, or 18 centimeters for my wrist. Okay, and then I'm just going to go on really quick here and get them done. It would take more time to pause and edit, so I'm just going to keep going. Sorry. Okay. Yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, pull through. And like I said, just a little bit loose, but not too tight where you can't get your hook in either. I'm sorry about the noise in the background. The dogs are walking around and they like to bark, but okay. So I measured it and it's good. All right. So we're going to make sure it's not turned. It's in one way. There we go. Find the end, and we're going to slip stitch to join. Grab this yarn here and slip stitch to join. Okay, so then row 1. Oh, by the way, the chain 3 counts as a stitch on the cuff, but we're going to chain 3 and do 1 double crochet in each of the chains around. Now you could go through the back lump, as I call them. You can go through the actual chain. On this particular pattern, it does not matter. But we're going to do 1 double crochet in each chain around. So we yarn over, insert our hook, yarn over, pull through. We have the 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2. And that is a double crochet in the US terms. So now we're going to do another one. Yarn over and pull through. Okay, and we're going to do 1 double crochet in each chain around. Now, once we're at the end, we're going to slip stitch in the top of the chain 3 to join. Now just double check that we have 25 chains. But then we're just the top of the 3, so it's one more. That's 25. Okay. So top of the 3, 1, 2, 3. We're just going to insert our hook, yarn over, pull through, and then pull through the other one. And that's a slip stitch. And that is the beginning of your cuff. Okay. Now we're going to chain 2, and we're going to do 1 front post double crochet in the first double crochet from the previous row. Sorry about that. Okay. And then we're going to do 1 back post double crochet in the next double crochet. So I just did the front, now we're doing the back. It's just like a regular double crochet, but you're going around the post of the previous double crochet. We're going to do this around. So this is the pattern, the front post. Here's the post. We go in, through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That is the front post double crochet. Now the back post, we go in through the back, around, back out, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2. Just like that. So I'll do a couple more with you. The front post and back post. Okay. And then you're going to have the alternating like this, front, back, and we're going to go all the way around, and I'll meet you back up where we join. Okay, and we're back. So again, 25 stitches. We're going to count up. We're going to slip stitch to join to the chain 2, so we're going to count up 2 this time, and we slip stitch. Now the row 2 is 1 front post double crochet in the previous front post double crochet and 1 back post double crochet in the previous back post double crochet, and you're going to repeat that around and then slip stitch to join. Whew, that was a lot in one breath. Okay, but we chain 2. Alrighty. Now remember, that counts as a stitch. So front post, and then back post through the back. Now this is the part where it might get a little tricky, because you might get confused with the original row and the post rows. So if you can see it, it looks like a little, like a mini row that was done. You go through the back, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Then we're going to do the front, and through 2. Okay. Okay. We're going to keep going around, and I will meet you back here. And we're going to slip stitch to join. Okay. So we're doing the back post. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Now we're going to join on the top of the chain 2 right here. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and then pull through. Okay, so then for row 3 through 8, you're going to repeat row 2, and it should measure 10 centimeters. And you're going to fasten off at the end of your row 8, but it's a repeat of row 2. So 1 front post double crochet, 1 back post double crochet in the previous stitches. Okay, like I said, you can make it as big or as long as you want. Mine, I made 10 centimeters, and then you fasten off. I like to stretch it just to make sure. Yeah, okay. Alrighty, now we're going to start with the upper arm. Let's just cut this off here, and we're fastening off. I like to make an extra stitch, I guess you would call it, but it's like a chain stitch. Yarn over, pull through, and then just pull it really, really tight. And then you use your needle and you can weave in that tail right there. There you go. It was a little too long. Okay, so now, for the upper arm, we're going to attach either a new color. Well, yeah, if you're going to continue with the same yarn, you would just keep going with this new pattern, but I'm attaching a new yarn, different color. We're going to attach it on a front post double crochet stitch, just a simple slip stitch, and then pull it through. We're going to pull it through. All right, we're going to chain 3. And then 1, 2, 3, and we're going to double crochet in the same stitch. Same exact one. So yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So it looks like a mini V. Mini. But we're going to skip the back post double crochet and make a V stitch in the next front post double crochet, which is 1 double crochet, 1 chain, and 1 double crochet. So in the next front post, 1 double crochet, chain 1, and 1 double crochet in the same stitch. Now I'm crocheting over my tails so I don't have to weave them in later. And that's the V-stitch right there. Alright. So we're going to skip the next back post and go into the front post and do another V-stitch. 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet in the same stitch. And then we're just going to repeat this around until the end. But that's all we're going to be doing from now on. But we skip the back, go through the front post, chain 1, and another double crochet in the same stitch. Just like that. Right? And then you go all the way around, and I will meet you back here. Okay, so I stopped one beforehand. Yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull through 2, chain 1, and 1 more double crochet in the same stitch. Now we're going to slip stitch to join at the top of the chain 3. So 1, 2, 3, and right here. If I can get my hook, there we go. And slip stitch to join. And there we go. So round 2 of the upper arm, you chain 3, 2 and 3. We're going to make a double crochet in the same stitch. And then we're making a V-stitch in the next V-stitch from the previous row. Grab some yarn there. So we'll move over to the next V-stitch. So we're making it in that chain 1 space of the V-stitch. So it's 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet. I'll do it again. Chain 1 and 1 double crochet. Just like that. I'll do it again. Chain 1 and 1 double crochet in the chain space of the previous rose V-stitch. Alright, and keep going around, and I will meet you back at the beginning again. Right over here, so we can slip stitch to join again. Alright, so again, I'm going to do the last one with you. Yarn over, insert the hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. I think you know how to do a double crochet by now. And the V-stitch. Now we're going to slip stitch into the third chain, the beginning chain, and that completes row 2. As you can see, with that extra double crochet, it's getting bigger on the side. We're increasing. But now for rows 3 through 9, we're going to repeat row 2. Okay, now that we're finishing row 9, we'll start row 10. We're going to chain 3 and then do 1 double crochet in the same stitch, and 1 V-stitch in every stitch around until the end. Okay, so another V-stitch here, chain 1, double crochet in the same stitch, and that's the V-stitch. Okay, so we're going to do this all the way around, and then we're going to let me just read my notes here. 1 double crochet in the next stitch. So we'll go all the way around. Oh, alright, so we're all the way around now. Now, you have, from the previous rows, that extra double crochet. That is what we are making another extra double crochet. And then we're going to slip stitch to join. So this particular round, we're getting 2 increases, one in the beginning and one in the end. All right, so row 11 after we join these. All right, so for row 11, it's almost the same thing, but at the end you're going to make an extra V-stitch in between that double crochet. Then you slip stitch to join and chain 3. Then we're going to do rows 12 through 21. We are repeating row 2 until the piece measures 40 centimeters or 15.5 inches. Now that's measuring from your wrist to the middle of your bicep. But for this row, it is row 22. I know I jumped ahead, so you may want to pause it and catch up. Sorry. Where we chain the 3, 1 double crochet in the same stitch. We're making V-stitches in each of the chain space of the previous V-stitches around until the last one. Sorry, I have a tickle in my throat. Alright, so then you're going to continue all the way around, and I'll meet you back here. Alright, so this is where we made the extra double crochet. So we're going to make a V-stitch in there. There is no chain one space, but we're going to make the V-stitch in there. Okay, chain one and double crochet. Now we are not joining, but we are going to make one double crochet in the top of the chain three. If you can't fit it into it, you could always just go around the stitch itself, just like that. Alright, but we are not joining. Do not join. So for row, I'm just reading it right here. For row 23, we are chaining 3, and you're turning your work. We're going to do 1 double crochet in the same stitch to make a small V-stitch. So there will not be a chain 1, but it counts as like a mini V-stitch. And then we're going to make a regular V-stitch in each of the V-stitches around. I hope that made sense. So you got the mini V-stitch in the beginning, and then regular V-stitches in the chain 1 space of the previous V-stitches, and we're going to go around the whole way. And then we're going to make 1 V-stitch in the double crochet space of the last stitch. So this was the double crochet.
Puppy monkey baby.
Ooh, I forgot to turn my phone off. Sorry. So we're making 1 V-stitch in the double crochet space of the last stitch, and 1 double crochet in the top of the chain 3. It counts as an increase. Every time I hit record, the doggies want to play. Okay, so here is the 1 double crochet in the top of the chain 3. Okay, so the round 24, which chain 3 counts as a double crochet, 1 V-stitch in the next V-stitch, continue around to the last stitch. Then rows 25 through 30, we're going to repeat rows 23 and 24. So then for rows for row 31, it's almost the same. It's chain 3, counts as a double crochet, 1 V-stitch in the next V-stitch, continue around to the last stitch, 1 double crochet in the last V-stitch made with 1 double crochet from the previous row, chain 3 and turn. We're going to repeat row 31 till the back section from the forearm break measures 80 centimeters or 79 rows in total, and then you're going to fasten off. But if that is too long for you, you can measure it around your body of how big you would want it. I chose this for camera view, I guess. But then you're going to make 2 of these. Remember, 2. And you're going to take the 2 end pieces, if I can get them going here. Okay, so you're going to line them up, and with a darning needle or yarn needle, however you call it, you're going to do either the mattress stitch or a whip stitch. I hope I'm in camera view here. Alright, so to make it easier, when I fastened off, I left a long tail. Now both sides, I'm just tying them together so it makes it easier and keeps them together. Right there. Okay. Alright. Here we go. So I like to go in through this loop here, closer to the inside. Yeah, I hope this is a better view for you. I'm sorry. Should have warned you I was going to change the camera view. But I like to go in through this loop here. If there's another way to do it that's cleaner, but by all means, you don't have to do it this way. But you basically you just go back and forth through the inner loop, and it gives it a cleaner edge, I guess you want to call it. You just pull it through, and just try to keep track of which stitch you were at. That's where I always come into trouble. But you go through the inner loop, then go to the other side, and inner loop there. And then you just continue all the way across, and then tie it off and secure it. Alright, I hope this is helpful to you. I hope I did not go too fast at some points. And I hope you enjoy.